Hey gamers, welcome to Game Gear. These 5 games are going to be the most anticipated games in 2025. The last and the most anticipated game in this list has some great news, so stick around till the end. First in this list is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remake. Yep, this Bethesda classic 2006 game is getting a remake and it may change completely how the game mechanics work. Oblivion is going to be remade in Unreal Engine 5 and you know what that means. The visuals are going to be stunning like every game UE5 lays its hands on. Game mechanics like stamina, sneaking, blocking, archery, hit reaction and heads-up display will be overhauled to that of newer Soul games or made even better. For much further details, a prominent leaker has said that the hit reaction is much improved upon like archery, which is noticeably overhauled in first-person and third-person perspectives. This remake has been much awaited for to be played in the Switch 2, which itself is also going to be released in 2025. I'm not much of a Souls player, but if I was, this game is something I look into. Next in this list is Doom: The Dark Ages. This again is a Bethesda developed game and is the prequel to the 2016 Doom game. In this game, you play as the Doom Slayer as usual but going to fight hell itself. If you're familiar with Doom games, you know that the combat and the visuals are going to be better than ever before. This time the franchise uses the latest ID Tech engine for better graphics and overall performance. This Doom game returns weapons like Super Shotgun and the Shield Saw. There is a new mechanic where the player can even ride a mecha dragon as mount, using it to traverse and for combat. And this time players are fighting Satan himself. Like Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Doom is going to be available in PS5, Xbox and PC in May 15. Third in this list is The Outer Worlds 2. This game is made by Obsidian Entertainment. Unlike The Outer Worlds 2019, the sequel is based in a much larger scale area. The trailer of the game shows it having diverse biomes like cyberpunk-type cities, alien jungles and frozen wastelands. Analyzing the trailer, we can see the combat is much more fluid now, introducing cryogenic, incendiary and electrical weapons which can freeze, burn or electrocute enemies to death. In addition to that, enemy AI shows dynamic reactions to being attacked. Unlike the games we discussed earlier, The Outer Worlds 2 will be exclusive to Xbox and PC but may even come out later on PlayStation. Fourth in this list is Ghost of Yotei. Being the sequel to the much-loved Ghost of Tsushima, it is developed by Sucker Punch Productions. The game is set in 17th century feudal Japan and is 300 years after the events of Ghost of Tsushima, so it is much later the demise of the prequel's protagonist Jin Sakai. In the sequel, you play as Atsu, a female ronin. There hasn't been much information leaked regarding the story of the game, but we do know that the game deals with very expansive grassy fields and snowy tundra landscape. The trailer showed us peeks of new game mechanics, gameplay improvements, and new weapons. In this trailer, we catch glimpses of the protagonist using dual-wield katana, tanegashima or matchlock rifles and kusarigamas, along with the old weapons like bows, shurikens, smoke bombs, and black powder bombs. Also in the trailer of Ghost of Yotei, we could see a companion, in this case a wolf at Atsu's aid. The game itself will be exclusive to PlayStation and will come out this year. Before we move on to number 1, these videos require some effort to make, so subscribe. And finally, for the main course, the last game in this list is Grand Theft Auto 6. Yep, it is confirmed, GTA 6 will come out in fall of 2025. GTA 6 being the most awaited game of all time is guaranteed to be the fastest selling game and also win the Game of the Year award with no contest. The setting of the game is in Leonida, a fictional state inspired by Florida and prominently features Vice City as a reimagined version of Miami. GTA 6 deals with Lucia and her partner doing the usual bank heists and criminal activity. The latest edition of GTA is set to bring back the 6-star wanted level which wasn't present in GTA 5. GTA 6's development is rumored to have spent a ton of money developing modern mechanics, which means that dynamic fluid simulation can lead to many scenarios which might be story-specific interaction with fluids and can also include mechanics like surfing. So that's going to be the end of the video. Subscribe!